Let's take a moment to look at how beautiful this Microsoft Surface 7th edition actually is. And it is amazing. It is so crisp, it is so clean. And that's thanks to its body being made from a metallic unibody design. And it only weighs 1.66 kilos and having a thickness of 18.2 millimeters. And this gives us those crisp, clean lines, offering a subtle, minimalistic design which makes it feel premium, especially with the color choice here, which they've just labeled as black from Microsoft. Also, you can choose other colors, and there will be a link in the video description to Microsoft, and I will make sure to share as much detail in this review. So continuing with design, I know that we very rarely look at the bottom of our devices, but I just want to highlight the vent cooling system, which is in a position that allows you to use your laptop on your lap. Wow, who would have thought it? The vents are not pushed straight down, they're pushed outwards through the back system. This then allows you to use your laptop wherever you want to. There are also 4 small rubberized feet to lift above a desk surface or any surface you want to work on. Plus you get a very highly polished Windows logo that is elegant and a bit of a look at me design, which I love. I like that, a bit of a show off thing. So let's just take a quick spin around our Surface device. Down the left hand side you've got 3.5mm headphone jack, a super USB-A port. This allows for connectivity, transfer data, connecting third-party devices and other peripherals. Then you have 2 USB-C 4 ports. Swinging around to your right hand side you have your Microsoft proprietary Surface magnet charging connection that allows you to easily charge your device and easily connect and disconnect when accidents happen. For my instance, being visually impaired, I can actually knock things quite easily, or especially when my guide dog walks up and wags her tail and really excited to see me, those cables do come out quite easily. So that's really thankful that the cable's coming away and not the Surface from my desk, otherwise I'd be absolutely in tears. Plus also there's the benefit of having a micro SD card slot. So if you're filming with the camera, you could enter the micro SD card to pull data from or transfer data for storage or extra storage options. Then moving on to your display, which of course is a key feature, so let's take a deeper look. You won't be disappointed with a 15-inch HDR IPS panel that has a 2.2K resolution. So the actual resolution is 2496 by 1664. That gives us 201 pixels per inch, and it is a peak brightness of 600 nits. And plus you get 99% DCI-P3 and 100% sRGB color coverage. So that's a lot to take in there, but I just want to say that screen is really crisp, it's really clean. However, you will notice throughout my videos it is glossy, but that is for one reason only. That's because it is actually a touch display, which means that allows you to use different interaction controls. So if you find it easier to touch your display and navigate through that way, you can do a simple touch and away you go. However, with a 15-inch display, it has been really enjoyable for content, it's been really enjoyable for gaming, and also when I've got down to productivity work, such as writing documents such as this script, I've been able to enjoy options available to me. One of the key features from this display is a variable refresh rate from 24Hz to 120Hz, allowing it to offer high-paced response when required for gaming or scrolling through socials. On the flip side, when working on the latest project or writing my script, as I've just said, the response rate will come down to save battery, which is always important. I want to say the movement of your display is really easy. It's fluid and not too wobbly as well. It doesn't move around. It's a strong hinge and it can be put in different angles that best suits your needs. You'll notice with your display you have narrow bezels down the sides and a slightly enlarged chin at the bottom, and then an adequate sized bezel at the top which houses your web camera.
And this is how it sounds. With having Windows Hello, you're able to manipulate the way you unlock your device. So you have other options such as a PIN password, or you could use Windows Hello. So a quick glance at the web camera that sits along that top bezel means that you can unlock your device and get on, or you can get into certain folders, and then that offers an extra level of security. So your web camera is a full 1080p full HD web camera, so great for calls and connecting with family and friends. Also very good for those working at home and able to work from home and use Teams. There are options so you can do a video recording as I'm doing here. So to help with picking up my voice, you have dual studio mics with voice focus. So that means it pinpoints my voice and really tries to isolate that. You have the option to take a photo if you want to take a quick selfie. just sort of showing a new product or having a little look. And then also you can scan a barcode or QR code, which can help then jump into certain options.
Then we have our touchscreen. This is a huge benefit and it has been really enjoyable to use. Simple, quick tap and away you go. So you can slightly see around the edges there are magnification options, a quick exit option and controls to navigate around your display. Using your fingers, your 10 digits to maneuver around your display, you can change window sizes, you can move them, you can close windows, open applications, and navigating through was ever so easy. Cleaning was very easy as well, just used a microfiber cloth, wipe down the display and away I go. But having a touchscreen actually helps as an interaction method because some of those with different disabilities might find it easier to control their device through touch. Instead of using the trackpad, it adds a layer of support, and of course Windows 11 that's on this device adds even extra options through the accessibility settings that I'll talk about a little bit later. Then moving on to the sound and actually using your speakers. So these are not visible, these are actually under the keyboard, however they produce a sound that is loud and clear, making it enjoyable to watch films or playing games. Additionally, there is that option of connecting headphones via the 3.5mm jack, or you can even connect Bluetooth headphones for a more immersive experience, which is quite surprising considering the slim design of this laptop. And I would say it has a punch to it. There is Dolby Atmos optimized, so you will get a surround sort of feeling or a deep level of audio throughout whatever you're doing. So for me, it was like checking out YouTube videos, it was creating content, it was actually gaming through Microsoft Xbox Game Pass, which has been so fun, and the cloud gaming options. One of the nicest keyboards as well that I've used in a long time. It is soft to the touch. I've used it for a long time and it is backlit with 3 different brightness options, and I feel it could be a little brighter, but as I said, the keys are large, clear and easy to read, soft and travel smoothly across the keyboard, so allowing for fluid typing with no misfires and clear feedback to confirm you've pressed the right key, which I think is always very important. I'm very impressed, and it reduces mistakes in the scripts, I hope. Alongside the top, you do have a row of function keys. There's no multimedia options here. This could be changed, but one of the favorite keys that I've been using on this keyboard is the Copilot option. AI has been woven into Windows 11 and Microsoft latest devices, and Microsoft Copilot is a lot of fun actually. I've had a little bit of a chat with it, and you'll see that a little bit later on in the video. With any keyboard comes a mouse, and this has a trackpad. This has been huge improvements, and I've seen improvements year over year on previous models. So the trackpad is large, which is really helpful for me. Big fat stubby fingers. It offers multi-touch gestures, even click anywhere, and offers the use of any area to easily use. So you could touch the top right hand corner, bottom left hand corner, no problems whatsoever, and I have really enjoyed my time with it. So these are the key specs of my device, and there are different various options available, so ensure you check Microsoft UK, find the best Surface device for you, and again the link will be in the video description. So mine has an ARM based processor, which is Snapdragon X Elite, 12 performance cores at 3.4 GHz, and then you have Adreno GPU, and of course this is a little bit more than the Adreno GPUs that you will see on your smartphones. However, this isn't designed for heavy gaming, so you might need to look at a slightly different device. But if you want to do some cloud gaming, some Microsoft sort of games for PCs, I played City Skylines, fine, but if you want to really step it up and go into the gaming experience, you might need to look at the Surface Pro. We have then 32GB of RAM, and that's LPDDR5X, and 1TB of storage. You do have the option of upgrading your solid state drive as it is removable. It's Gen 4 SSD option, and you have 256, 512 or 1TB, or even you are able to go up to 2TB if you want to change it yourself. 65-watt charger, Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4, and then you have your OS, which is Windows 11, and as I said, that is with Copilot. With Windows 11, it is hugely different compared to Windows XP when I first used my first laptop device, and I can still remember that, using that in school so many years ago. I want to ask a quick question here to leave in the comments. What was the first Windows you used? I'm looking forward to hearing what you say. Windows 11 is easy to use. They've made it really simple. A really nice design as well. The way it is laid out, I find it really functional. There's many pathways that lead you to the same area, but that's okay. With a refreshed design I've enjoyed using, and of course full of accessibility settings. So if you go into settings and then accessibility settings, there are so many options. Options to change your display, change your text, those for hearing loss, those that need interaction and dexterity controls, those with cognitive functionality. There are different options inside there, and as I said, I see the touchscreen as another accessibility option of interacting and using your device. Well done to Windows, keep on adding those accessibility settings, and I will look to do a deep dive into accessibility settings. The buzzword for tech last year, of course, was AI, and Microsoft haven't disappointed with their version called Copilot, which I used on a daily basis for work and also just to investigate to see what it can do. I'm still learning AI and see what it can do, and it's very impressive. So during my review time, I pressed that Copilot button, asked it questions, and even had discussions asking how Man United are doing. Don't come at me, I'm a Man United fan. Don't come at me, they are my team. Let me know what's your favourite team down below. You can ask simple things about what's going to happen with latest devices, to ask to help write an intro to a video, and also optional tasks of finding the best ideas to create videos. It has industry leading AI with 45 trillion operations per second, and believe me, it is so quick. I wish I could type that quick. So with a dedicated button on your keyboard, it is just a press away, or even you can set up a shortcut if your device doesn't have it but you want to support it, asking a question about the world, the universe, and beyond. So with Microsoft 365 accounts, there are added features allowing to create images or design via text to an image design, which is really good. And there's also the new feature coming soon, which is recall. So if you allow your system to look at what you're doing, you can recall throughout your day and scrub through and find what you were doing and what was on your display. If you thought, oh, I really want to go back and know what product I was looking at to buy, you can scrub through. I thought, oh, it's about 10 o'clock, it was in the morning. Oh, I'll go and have a look at that, and then you can scroll through. So that's a new feature coming soon, and I will link in the video description so you can go and check it out for yourself. Gaming. I'm a big gaming fan and will try to play a wide range of games. Minesweeper, anyone? Can you remember that? Am I getting too old? I think I'm really getting too old. But seriously, the Surface device can allow you to play games from Microsoft Store or even use Xbox Game Pass to download and play, plus the option of using streaming, so cloud services from Microsoft Game Pass. And this works such a treat. It is so easy. So I connected my Xbox game controller with a simple Bluetooth connection. Easy. Again, it's just been simplified. Windows 11 and Windows in its all just seems simple to use and really enjoyable to use. Some of my personal thoughts. I must admit, this is the first Microsoft Surface device I reviewed on the channel. However, I will be definitely reaching out to Microsoft to keep updated and wanting to know if I can test the next devices when they come out. I found it refreshing, and I am so in awe of Windows 11 and how it set out. The new OS for me has been absolutely great. I've been a Mac fan for many years. I was put onto Mac when I was in college, so you stick with what you know. I see sometimes there are a lot of similarities here, and also there are some differences. It's up to you what you prefer, and I don't see that as a bad thing. You can choose either or. You can work with either or you can maybe work with both. But I found it refreshing, I found it enjoyable, and that's not a bad thing at all if your mind is willing to change and look at something different in a new light. As you've noticed from my review, you would take this device is very much for productivity, for working, creating documents, creating designs. Using Adobe Cloud has been enjoyable. PowerPoints, heavy day-to-day tasks with minimalist gaming, this Surface is for you. If you want to look at more heavy-based gaming and really into your gaming, I would suggest looking at options from Microsoft such as the Surface Pro and other devices. I've listed some good points and some points that I've noticed during my review. So some good points: the choice to upgrade your SSD to a maximum of 2 terabytes without having to buy that option straight out. Battery life, 22 hours video playback. Real time for me, 12 hours because of the brightness. I have my device really bright all the time. Standby time is very impressive though. If I just left this in my bag all day, I may see a % drop, I may not. That is very impressive, and that's thanks to your ARM processor, which focuses on battery life. Quietness. So as you'll see, I've used a noise meter and it is quiet. Even when the fan's really going, it's not that loud whatsoever. The size of your trackpad easy to use. The gesture controls are really good. A quick, snappy, responsive keyboard, enjoyable to use, and I'm really getting used to that Windows 11. Actually, I can't wait to use it even more. More recycled materials. So the enclosure is made with a minimum of 67.2% recycled content, including 100% recycled aluminium alloy and 100% recycled rare earth materials. Thoughtful packaging as well. 70% recycled content in wood-based fibre packaging and paper-based minimalistic plastic use. It is really good to see that we are being responsible. So being responsible also means it's easier to repair with clear visual icons and built-in access to repair instructions. These are some of the points that I found also that in my review that I just want to mention, that there is no dedicated graphics card, which could let you down when it comes to gaming, but I've heavily mentioned that in this video. If you want to do some subtle gaming, as I've done, it can do this. So please just check out what you want to do. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help. Temperatures can rise, but I didn't really experience this. I noticed when I was checking out my review, I looked at other people's reviews, they said the temperatures can rise, so I kept an eye on it. I didn't notice this whatsoever, and I've done some really heavy tasks. The cooling options, as I said, the vents are not on your lap, they are facing backwards, and just make sure there is enough room for ventilation. So one thing I did notice here, a couple of little bits, is it's very ad-based heavy in your news feed. So you're checking out your news feed, it's quite ad heavy, but you can change these and allow what has access to your ads. Like when I was setting up my device, I allowed for every experience sharing my information because I wanted the best use out of it. It prefers you to use Edge over Chrome or Safari, but that's fine. I really enjoyed Edge. I wanted to test the device thoroughly. Use the native Internet Explorer option, which is Edge from Microsoft. Another thing I said is the function keys. It'd be good to have some multimedia options. So there's some of the keys now which are a little bit redundant. So who is this for? I think you found out already who it's for, but I'd say suitable as a family device for those children who want to do homework and projects for their school. Great for family life, so for sorting out accounts, checking out on the latest bills, if you need to create Word documents, PowerPoints, and even Excel spreadsheets. Great for those who have a business and who run a social media business. Hello. So make sure to subscribe to Ricky's Tech Talk today. That's who it's for. And for those who like a little bit of gaming. So the price starts from £999. My model is slightly more specced out with 12 cores, 32GB of RAM, 1TB of storage is £1,689. There are different options available. I will make sure to leave a link in the video description. It is available now, so go and check out Microsoft UK. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out my latest videos here, and also make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell.